Hey guys, and welcome to Ellie and Jared's Kitchen. I'm your co-host Jared, along with my other co-host Ellie, who you may remember from such huge hits like What's in Ellie's Belly. Today we're going to talk about our favorite recipes that we have had while we're on the anti-inflammatory diet.
We have been doing this anti-inflammatory diet for 3 weeks. 3 solid weeks. Anyone can do it, because if I can do it, you can.
That's true.
I have the world's largest sweet tooth. I have gone 3 weeks, no fast food, no eating out, no candy, no chips, no processed food. I have been eating real food. I have felt so good. The first 2 days were rough. Our kitchen was a mess, our minds were a mess, our fridge was a mess. We felt kind of like our body was purging. I wasn't purging, but like our body was purging, you know. But 3 weeks in, my chronic neck pain that I have had for at least 5 years since Tommy was born is gone. I do not get upset with my neck. It is insane. I have flown to New York to try and treat my neck. I have had massage therapy to treat my neck. I have done Botox in my neck. I have done so much. Who knew? It was just all the crap we were eating. So I feel good that way. I have had no cheat meals.
Good job.
I feel really proud of myself.
Me, I have felt really great. I haven't experienced a ton of changes like Ellie with chronic pain. I have a hip problem and I thought this might help a little bit, but unfortunately, structurally, I don't think it's just gonna make that big of a difference. But overall, I feel really good. I don't feel like I have this huge weight in my stomach. I don't feel bloated like I used to. And that's due in part to not having soda, not having snacks all the freaking time when I'm in my office working. I'm eating the meals and the dedicated snack times that I'm supposed to, and it's made me feel really, really good. I feel like a little bit more energy than I normally would, and I think that's all because of what I've been eating. Oh, and I've lost a little bit of weight. As of recording this, I think I've lost 10 pounds.
Good job.
And those are pounds that I've wanted to lose.
You've wanted to do that.
For a long time.
Good job.
Yeah.
So Jared's lost 10 pounds. I'm nursing and I'm trying to not lose any weight. I have lost 2 pounds, which I am proud of myself because I'm eating more than I normally do, eating less snacks, and I'm glad I haven't lost like too much weight. Like 2 pounds is okay, I can do that.
Probably because you just had a baby and you're getting back to your normal weight as well.
Yep.
Let's dive into these recipes. The first things first is breakfast, and we want to show you what we have almost every single day, and that is a really delicious breakfast smoothie.
Not even almost, it's every day.
So I have a almond milk vanilla flavored that is unsweetened. That's very important. And I do about a cup of this. And I know there's a specific way that you're supposed to be putting in all of the ingredients to make sure it's like the perfect blend. I don't know if it really matters all that much, but we want to make sure we get as much protein as we can in the morning. So we have this almond butter and we do like 2 heaping spoonfuls, and it is just so good. I love being able to taste the almond butter in the smoothie because I know that I'm getting some really great protein in that. Look how big that is. The goal of this is to have protein and a serving of vegetables in the smoothie. So we have spinach. We have been going through tons of spinach. And I will grab 2 big handfuls of spinach and we'll put that in there. And then just whatever your favorite fruits are. So we have some blueberries here, and it's usually about a ½ cup to a cup of fruits that I'll put in. A banana, always have a banana.
We've gone through so much almond butter and bananas, so much. Like we'll go to the store and we'll think we have enough food, and then 2 days later we're like, we have 0 food.
Ellie
this
likes
is my favorite.
Pineapple because
it gives. You're touching it all. I can just see the lady on TikTok rolling her eyes at you.
There we go. You want me to use the almond butter spoon? What if I just
use your
do
hands?
this?
No one cares. But there's a lady on TikTok that's like, don't finger all the food. If we don't have strawberries and pineapple, I'm a little cranky because that's, I feel like, what makes it extra sweet.
Extra sweet. So I'll take this and I'll put a little bit of our crushed ice that we have because our bananas and fruits weren't frozen, and the ice helps it make it really cool. So hold on 1 second and I'll blend this up.
Most of the time we will eat turkey bacon in the morning as well, and then we drink this throughout the day. We both fill up our mugs multiple times a day, and this is our favorite electrolyte. It is the ZOODLE Naturals.
And what's nice is with how much of the smoothie we have, we typically have a little bit left over, so either the kids can have some in breakfast or we can have some later throughout the day. So, ready for a taste test?
Cheers.
Cheers.
We do that every morning.
Oh,
It's good every time.
it's always so good. I don't know how you could mess this up.
You have to have the pineapple.
Delicious and filling. Okay, that's recipe number 1.
Recipe number 2, I have everything laid out. Jared was a saint. He knew I was getting overwhelmed and he found this recipe for me. This is a lemon turmeric chicken meal. We have our cauliflower rice, and I'm going to start that right now, and I'm going to put just a little dash of coconut aminos in it. Jared and I bought this green pan. I am in love with it. It has been years since I have bought any new pans. And I think this is a really cute pan, and I like it because it is a non-toxic pan. So it is going to sit here and cook for like 10 to 15 minutes. And I just do like a dollop or 2 of the coconut aminos. And I let this cauliflower rice just heat up. I just bought a big bag from Costco. You can make your own, but I am not there yet. I have my oven preheating for 375. You can use a baking sheet, it doesn't matter, but I have this cast iron pan that I am going to put in here to preheat with the oven, and then I'm gonna get my vegetables all cut up. So here I have broccoli, asparagus, sweet potatoes. Then I'm gonna grab some organic extra virgin olive oil, and I am going to douse my veggies. You can salt and pepper these, use whatever spices you want. I cannot have pepper, unfortunately. We went to Redstone and grabbed a few of their seasonings. This APPLEWOOD smoked sea salt is amazing. So I'm gonna put this over the asparagus. Now, what I have learned over the last 3 weeks is you need to use a lot of seasonings. I've never used as much as I have now. And then I have this Tuscan Sun. What is in it? Basil, oregano, garlic, thyme, rosemary, fennel seed, cayenne pepper, and salt. So Jared and I can have salt, we just can't have iodine salt. So I'm gonna sprinkle this over the broccoli, sprinkle this on. I just turned down my cauliflower rice to a very slow simmer, and I'm gonna take this and put this in the oven at, it's almost done, 375 until pretty much my chicken is done. I'll just keep an eye on this. I very rarely set timers, guys. I just close the oven and then check it in a little bit, but it's usually about 15-20 minutes. We do not, I repeat, we do not have enough cutting boards, enough knives, enough anything. We need more. Now that I'm in the kitchen, literally all of the time, we need more. So I have my cast iron, my hot cast iron pan. I'm gonna put in this olive oil. This is from Redstone. This is infused with cranberry pear. It is going to go on my pan. I'm just gonna literally put quite a bit on there. Then I'm gonna season my chicken. I have a teaspoon of paprika, teaspoon of real Raymond salt, and then I have turmeric. Now I took my chicken breast. I'm gonna mix all the ingredients and I'm gonna sprinkle it on each side. I'm gonna flip it. You can already see it's kind of cooking. I'm gonna take the veggies out. Now, at my old house, I had a double wall oven and I loved it. And I really love this setup too, where I kind of have a little oven over there and then my main oven here. So I have my garlic and lemon right here. I'm gonna add that cup of chicken broth. And I'm gonna add that lemon and garlic. I'm gonna kind of scrape the bottom to make sure there's nothing there. And then I'm gonna put it back in. I'm gonna let that cook for what? I don't know, however long you want. 5 minutes. And this is the final plate. It is so dang good. You can take the leftover juices from the chicken, pour it over that cauliflower rice. I just think it's so good. It's just like a refreshing meal.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of protein and meals, what do you say we get started with our next recipe?
Sounds great.
I'm actually pretty proud of this next recipe because I've kind of made it my own. You can find other ones like it online, but this is Jared's version. Today we are making chicken zoodles. And the goal in mind behind this was, how can I get something like teppanyaki without having all of the bad things about teppanyaki? And our doctor recommended getting zoodles. We can't have like bread or noodles or rice, anything right now, but we can have zucchini that is spiralized into noodles that come actually surprising pretty close to noodles. When he said this, I was like, you're joking, right? There's no way that vegetables are going to taste like noodles to me. Well, don't knock it until you try it. There's not a lot that goes into this, and that's why I love it so much. Just take some cubed, cut up chicken. These are a couple of chicken breasts that have been cut up. Cut up your favorite veggies that you want to put in with, like a stir fry or teppanyaki style. Grab your coconut aminos, and I think really this is the secret sauce. And then a little bit of garlic. I think we have 2 cloves of garlic that have just been minced into here. To prep, really, it's just cutting up those noodles, and then I'm gonna pour a little bit of the coconut aminos inside of here until I heat up my Blackstone oven. So just a little bit like that, and we're gonna mix it all together to have a little bit of a marinade. One thing that Ellie and I have talked about doing is letting it marinate in this overnight to see if that changes the flavor much, but really a few minutes beforehand, and it's still been really great. And while I'm mixing this up, I'll tell you the vegetables that we have inside of this bowl here. We have asparagus, green beans, bell peppers, and shredded carrots. You can have whatever vegetables that you want. And now that we're pretty much all prepped, we're ready to go to the griddle. Okay, we are outside with the griddle, and it's about at medium for the chicken first. And we're gonna cook this in 3 different steps. Chicken first, then the vegetables, and then the zoodles, because the zoodles cook really, really quick. I have some olive oil, and you're really not supposed to cook on hot heat with olive oil, but this is like the only thing I've got. I'll put my paddles there for a second. We're gonna add a touch more olive oil on this side for the vegetables. And if you want to, you can add a little bit of coconut aminos. Okay, we're gonna let that cook for a little bit. Okay, once again, olive oil. Then I've got 1 pound of zoodles here that I just got pre-spiralized from the store, and then we'll throw a pound on here. Now, when you throw it on there, it looks like a ton of zucchini, and it is, but the zucchini will cook down a lot. So you're really not getting as much as you see here. All right, now that I've flipped them, I'm gonna create just like a little space here in the middle for my garlic. I didn't have a spoon with me, so I've gotta use that. Some coconut aminos right here in the middle. All right, I think everything is done here, so all that's left to do is plate it up and eat it.
This is my all-time favorite meal. Jared, kudos to you. You have found some of the best meals we've eaten.
Well, I'm pretty desperate.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna help in the kitchen, now I will, because I don't like what you're making. Oh, it tastes so good.
It's so good. All right, we've enjoyed this. Now let's move on to the next recipe.
I'm not done.
Take your time.
On to our last and final recipe. I am gonna show you the carrots. I'm not gonna make them because this is leftover from yesterday. I cut up a bunch of carrots and sweet potatoes, and I just put it in a pan with this cranberry pear balsamic vinegar mixed with raspberry balsamic vinegar. Then you need a bowl of quinoa. I cooked mine instead of water and quinoa. I used chicken broth for the water. So I've got our quinoa, our veggies. Now let's make our chicken. This is a lime chicken. I have my olive oil. I turned on my oven. Then I'm going to season the chicken with cayenne pepper and cumin powder. This is like one of my favorites, so I like to add a lot of cumin powder. So I'm browning the chicken right now, and I have my lime juice, my zested lime, and garlic. This is about 2 limes juiced and a lime and a half zest, and then garlic. And I'm gonna let that sit and cook. While the chicken is cooking, I have my plate ready with quinoa, carrot, and I'm going to cut a half an avocado. Oh man, it smells so good. Way strong flavor of lime is what you get, and it smells amazing. The smell of this is everything. If you don't love lime and cilantro, you probably won't love this meal.
It's a very aromatic meal. Like you
What the hell
smell
did you
everything that you're eating. Like you smell the lime, you smell the cilantro.
Yeah, it's very aromatic.
And you
so
taste
good.
it. It really is good. Spice to fresh to zest.
It's so good.
And it doesn't take very long to make this one either.
Jared and I have been in the kitchen nonstop for the past 3 weeks, and these are some of our absolute favorite meals that we've done. And that's all you need. Think of what you eat at home. You usually cycle through the same few meals. At least that's what we've been doing the last 13 years. These 3 meals, we are just cycling through. They haven't gotten old, and as we are learning new and better ways to cook for ourselves, we'll add in some more, and these are our 3 staples for sure though.
And they're great because while they're good for anti-inflammatory diets, they're good just all around. So if you're not even on this diet, I think you would enjoy all of these meals.
Real food you can't beat, and our kids pretty much eat what we eat. They have requested that we buy milk. They don't like almond milk, so
which we totally get.
This has been really fun. I hope that you guys have found a new meal that you want to try out. We'll have all of these meals in the description.
If you guys have any anti-inflammatory recipes that you'd like to share with us, let us know in the comments down below, because we are still exploring this.
Yes.
We will be able to add some more foods to the diet very soon, and that will open up a whole world of new recipes.
Yes, I think first up is meat.
Red meat.
So I cannot wait to do something similar.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.
Bye guys.
Bye.